Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Bernstein and I'm going to be presenting on how to tie a tie. First off, I'd just like to start by saying how important a good tie and a neat tie is when you're working in a professional workplace. When you have a big meeting, if you have a big promotion coming up, it's very important that you present yourself in a way that you want others to see you. So I'm going to go over very quickly how to tie a tie. It's very simple. There's a thinner end and a fatter end to a tie, and basically you have them each just lay over your neck, and it might take a couple of tries. One, because the tie might end up, your final result might be longer or shorter than what you want, and that is contingent on how long this thinner end is. So for instance, I'm going to start off by kind of going in the middle, having it from kind of in the middle of my belly. So I'm going to take the thinner end, I'm going to put it under the fatter end. I'm constantly going to be holding the thinner end with one hand pretty much throughout the whole presentation. So I have one hand on the thin side. I'm going to take the fatter end, loop it around. I'm going to bring it all the way around this. You can see now that I'm still holding the thinner end of the tie while I have a little gap between my neck. So from here, I'm going to take the bigger end of the tie. I'm going to bring it under, and I'm going to bring it over like this. Now I like to take my pointer finger and hold it so I have a little hole right here. That comes later. So I'm going to bring it like this. I'm going to measure, make sure I have proper length. I'm going to take the top end of my tie and I'm going to put it through this hole. So I'm going to simply go like this, bring it through. I'm going to pull down nice and gently. I'm going to take this, still holding the thinner end with my left hand, and I'm just going to simply bring it up and over. And there's an end on the fatter end of the tie, so you put the thin end in here, and you simply just leave it like that, like so. And you adjust it the way you want, and then you have your end product, which is a tie. So, all in all, I think having a tie, and everyone should be able to have the skill to tie a tie, man or woman, because it's very important in everyday work, and if you need to be taken seriously at work or whatnot. Is there any questions?
What happens if you don't have, if the tie is too long?
Too long? Well, the tie is too long. Like this tie is a little longer than you might want. It's supposed to go right up to your belt buckle. So you would just untie the tie again, and like I said, you use the thinner side, and then you would adjust it either way to make it longer or shorter. Any other questions? Question? Question? One more question?
How do you get a bigger knot?
A bigger knot? Well, there's numerous knots. There's a Windsor knot that you could do, and that will give you a fatter knot around your neck as opposed to a thinner knot. Now this is a pretty thin tie, so it's going to have a thinner knot. There are wider ties that you could purchase that will give you the end result of a bigger tie. But thank you all for coming and listening to how to learn to tie a tie, and I hope you go home and practice yourself. Thank you.